So I made this graphical relationship graph that can show linear quantum relationships, basically, kind of. The This slider controls the angle. So right now it's at 0, so everything's aligned and everything should correlate. As this increases, then this half arc is moving more and more, away from this other fixed one. This is basically where these overlap is the region of potential relationships that you could have, correlations that you could have, and then of those, a fraction of these passing through this first filter will get converted into vectors that shouldn't pass through. So the relationship between this blue arc and this green arc is what the quantum relationship actually is up to, this is 0 degrees. This is like 50% correlation at 60 degrees. These numbers up here are mostly for this polarizer, though, which is the same idea. That as you go, there's a section that's totally excluded, and the ratio of this blue arc versus this green arc is the predicted correlation. This is the quantum mechanical prediction too. And up to 45 degrees, now this is a 50-50 correlation. I don't know. I think no, the arc shouldn't be. So this is really 1/4. Like if you took this wedge and put it here, it would be 1/4. So it's 25% at 45 degrees. But then as you go further, the expected correlation in this direction is actually the failed correlation. Like you would expect it to not go through. And so as you get the angle higher and higher, that expected divisor gets bigger and bigger, while the what's actually tested against that, it shrinks smaller and smaller up to 0. So now this is totally black. This is 50%, and this is 100%. Well, 25%. This is 50%. 25, 0. And various relationships in between. And so at like 22.5 degrees, which is one of the inequality tests, then my correlation's 41.6, and this is 42, and I'm only off like 2.3%. Within the experimental apparatus margin of error in that case. That's all.